Just take a look around you for a second. Chances are your watch, your TV, maybe even your security camera is connected to the internet. We've absolutely filled our lives with these so-called smart devices, all for the sake of convenience. Well, in this explainer, we're going to pull back the curtain on the hidden risks that come connected right along with them and see how our homes and workplaces can become potential targets.
Okay, so before we dive in, just a quick heads up. What we're covering today is part 9 of a deep dive technical guide called Wireless Attack Vectors. It's really important to remember that all of this is for educational and informational purposes only. The full report itself is actually classified. All right, with that out of the way, let's get into it.
You know, the world of connected gadgets, what we call the Internet of Things, it is just massive. We are talking about billions and billions of devices out there. But here's the fundamental problem, the real catch. Most of these things were designed with convenience and cost at the very top of the list. Security? Yeah, that was kind of an afterthought. And that one trade-off has created this huge, invisible landscape of vulnerabilities all around us.
So yeah, this trade-off is really the central problem of our connected world. We absolutely love the convenience of controlling everything from our phones, but it's time we start asking ourselves, what is the true cost of all that convenience?
First off, let's just make sure we're all on the same page. When we say Internet of Things, or IoT, what are we really talking about? Well, it's this gigantic network. And it's not just your smart speaker or your doorbell. It includes everything from critical medical equipment in hospitals to essential sensors in factories and power plants. It's this vast, complex web that's woven into almost every part of our lives.
So here's what it boils down to. On one side, we get this incredible convenience, usually at a pretty low cost. But on the other side, we're taking on some major security and privacy risks. You know, it's kind of like buying a new house and leaving all the doors and windows unlocked just because it was cheaper and easier than installing good locks. Digitally speaking, that's exactly what a lot of us have done without even realizing it.
Okay, now let's bring this threat right into our own homes. Because the same vulnerabilities we've been talking about, they don't just exist out there in factories or data centers. They're right there in your living room, on your devices. This is where it gets personal.
Think about this for a second. You go out and buy a security camera to watch over your home, to keep you safe, right? But have you ever stopped to ask yourself, who's protecting the camera itself? It's connected to the internet, after all. What's stopping someone else from looking right back at you?
And what's really surprising is just how simple these vulnerabilities often are. The research report highlights some classic mistakes. We're talking about attackers exploiting default passwords that people just never get around to changing, admin and password. They can literally just grab unencrypted data from some security systems, and they can even figure out ways to bypass the authentication on a smart lock. It's often not as complicated as you'd think.
Now that might sound a little scary, but the good news is you can absolutely fight back. There are some really simple, powerful steps you can take. First and foremost, change every single default password. Second, always keep your device firmware updated. That's how you get the latest security patches. Third, if a device offers multi-factor authentication, turn it on. It's a game changer. And finally, if you can, just glance at the access logs once in a while to see if anything looks weird.
All right, let's zoom out from the home for a minute, because this is not just about your smart toaster. When we start talking about medical and industrial devices, the stakes become incredibly high. A compromised smart camera is a huge privacy risk, for sure, but a compromised insulin pump or a hacked factory control system, that can be a life-or-death situation.
And this is where the report gets really serious. It says, and I quote, "Healthcare providers should inventory medical devices and segment medical device networks." So what does that mean? Well, they need to know every single connected device on their network, and this is the crucial part, they need to isolate them on separate networks. Think of it like building digital firewalls inside your hospital. If one room gets breached, the problem can't just spread to the entire system. Just think about the implications here for a second. Hacking a wireless medical device isn't just about stealing data, though that's a massive privacy violation. An attacker could potentially change the dosage on a drug infusion pump, or disable a pacemaker. These vulnerabilities can directly, physically impact patient safety and care.
And the exact same thing goes for our critical infrastructure. Industrial sensors control everything from water treatment plants to the electric grid. If those wireless sensors are compromised, an attacker could disrupt entire operations, cause huge safety failures, or trigger incredibly expensive downtime. The digital threat has very, very real physical consequences. So we've outlined the problems, from your front door all the way to the factory floor. Now let's pivot and talk about the solutions. It's time to talk strategy.
How do we actually build a digital fortress to protect ourselves, our organizations, and our infrastructure from all these threats? For us, as the device owners, defense really starts with the basics we already talked about. Change those default credentials, update your firmware, use strong and unique passwords. But it's also about thinking a little more critically. Before you connect something, ask yourself, does this device really need to be online? Sometimes the simplest, offline option is the most secure one.
But, the responsibility isn't just on us. The manufacturers have a huge role to play here. They need to be building security in from the very start. That means encrypting all communications, requiring real authentication, and doing tough security testing before the product ever ships. And this is a big one. They need to plan on providing security updates for the entire lifespan of the device.
And for the large organizations, we're talking hospitals, factories, the strategy has to be even more robust. This means doing things like segmenting their networks to wall off those critical devices. It means using intrusion detection systems to actively watch for suspicious behavior. They need a complete inventory of every wireless device they have, and, critically, they need a detailed plan for what to do when, not if, a security incident happens.
And all of this leaves us with one final thought. We have built a world that is more interconnected than at any other point in human history. It's brought us some amazing conveniences, no doubt about it. But as we've seen, that convenience comes with a cost, a hidden cost that we pay in security and privacy. So the real question is, have we as a society really stopped to consider if the price is worth it?
Thanks so much for joining this deep dive into smart device security. I hope you'll join us for the final part of our series, where we're going to explore the future of wireless attacks and defense. We'll see you then.